Welcome. Today, we're going to do a myofascial warm up and just a quick hip stretch. Feels really great when you're short on time, or you can use this before any major activity that you're going to be doing. So, all you need is a tennis ball or a softer ball. It could be a lacrosse ball, those are sometimes a little too hard, but a tennis ball works out really well. All right, we're going to get started lying down. So come down onto your backs and get comfortable here. Bend your knees, plant your feet. You're going to place the myofascial ball just, let me show you here. On the lower back, you'll feel this bone, and it's a triangular bone. And on the side, that's where there's muscle, more muscle. This is where the ball will go around in that muscular area. We never really want to put a myofascial ball on a bone. It just doesn't feel good. Um, Sometimes we'll go on the edge of a bone, but so again, you're lying on your back, flat back. Just lift up your bottom a little bit and place the ball on your right side, and you can feel if you're on the bone, you'll feel like it's on the bone. There's not really much give. So just move it out to the side a little. Now, I like to cross my ankle wherever the ball is, cross that ankle, that same leg. So right ankle over the left knee. But you can do this. If that's too much pressure, you don't have to cross. And what I want you to do is just lean over to the right. Just start feeling where there's maybe a little tenderness. There shouldn't be any pain, but in some, um, the glute med, as we're hitting right here, it can be a little tender. And you can also start, if you want to keep just with that pulsing onto the ball, off of the ball, you can. You can also start, just lift your hips a little bit and wag your tail. So you're just moving across the muscle to the left, to the right, and maybe move the ball again to a different spot. If it's too tender, you don't want it where it's unbearable and you're clenching, that you're bracing. And then once you find a spot, lower the hips down and just take some deep breaths here. Find a spot and allow the body to sink around the myofascial ball. Take a couple of breaths here and come back through. We'll find one more spot, so maybe it's higher or lower. And again, put a little more pressure, just depending on you and what you feel is productive. And when I say productive, it's more of where you can feel a sensation. Again, if it's too much, then back out, find a different spot, and just breathe there. A couple of breaths, signaling to your nervous system. There's a lot of healing that comes into this with the myofascial release. You're getting hydration there, hyaluronic acid, hyaluron. There's mechanoreceptors that are activated. All right, come back out. Good. Now just take the ball in your right hand and keep your back on the ground and feel the difference of your right side versus your left. How does it feel? Does it feel more loose? Does it feel warmer? Does it feel larger? I always feel myself that it feels often after I do myofascial, it feels like it's expanded, that it's taking up more space. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just shift your hips over, place the myofascial ball on that left hip, the meaty part, the muscle. And again, you don't have to cross the ankle over, but when you cross the left ankle over the right knee, it allows you to just Go a little more, put a little more pressure into the ball. So we're just doing that pulsing. Put the pressure in the ball and then release. Make sure you're breathing so you're not holding your breath. And it should be feel really luxurious. Like just move slow. It doesn't, you're not trying to achieve anything. There's not a significant loosening of a tight muscle with myofascial. It's helping the body to signal to that area, to that muscle, to the tissues, to the fascia to reorganize to be more efficient. Okay, now what I'm going to do is lift my hips a little bit, just a little, so I can wag my tail. And this side, my left hip, is always a little more tender. So I definitely feel this, but it's good in that I know once I move the ball and I can feel a little tenderness, I know that it actually helps later in the day or right after. I just feel so much better. I'm going to change the position. I moved it up a little higher. And again, you don't really want to get onto a bone, but when you find an interesting spot, you can then now let's just pause and breathe there. If it's a little too much, I found one it was good initially, and then just became a little too much of sensation, so I moved. Big breath. Try and relax the shoulders, unclench the jaw. Okay, let's find one more spot and just find a spot that you can take 3 big breaths here. And one more breath. When I travel, I always take a myofascial ball with me because it's amazing. My traps, if they're tight, my arms. Okay, remove the ball. All right, now feel that difference. It's just, to me, it's amazing. Just notice. Maybe it's subtle for you. As you practice more and use the myofascial ball, you will feel more of the difference as you go through. It's subtle, but it has a huge impact. Okay, place the myofascial ball to the side. Now let's extend the left leg, bring the right knee, and hold the right knee with the right hand. Just place the hand on top of the knee, and you're just going to take circles. My left hand is alongside my body. I'm just making some nice little circles. Now we're saying to the body, okay, now we're going to move a little bit. We're going to use the hip. We're going to stretch the hip. We're going to activate the hip a little bit. Okay, change direction. Take 3 circles in the opposite direction. And this doesn't have to be super like a big circle. All right, bring back through center. Now change to bring the left hand to the right knee and guide the right knee over your body, a spinal twist to the left. And maybe your knee comes all the way to the ground and your right arm extends. Maybe it's floating, that's fine. If you want to bring it down a little bit further, it doesn't have to be directly out from your body. You can bring it off to the side and just take a couple more breaths here. Again, release that hip. So you're not tightening the hip. You're looking for a stretch here. Good. Come back through center. Okay. Now we're going to cross that right ankle over the left knee. Bring figure 4, bring the hands behind the left thigh, and you're going to feel that even deeper stretch on the bottom part of the glute and side, a little bit into the hamstring. But this is really nice. I like to rock a little side to side. Again, my shoulders are not tight. I'm not pulling so hard that my shoulders are tense. I'm just letting my body stretch to where I can keep the rest of my body somewhat loose. All right, now release left foot to the ground. Keep the right ankle over the left knee. We're taking a spinal twist to the left. Let the right foot fall to the ground on the left. Come back through center. Keep the left foot planted, but just stretch the right leg up to the sky. This is just a nice hamstring stretch, but it's mobility. We're going to do two more of those. So let the foot fall to the left, come back through center, and extend that hamstring. Maybe you're grabbing the hamstring or the ankle or shin, calf. Cross the ankle, one more spinal twist. Come back through center, and one more hamstring stretch. Remember, keep the head on the ground so you're not coming up like this. You're just keeping everything flat and release. All right, we're going to do the same stretch on the other side. So extend the right leg. Left knee is bent. Left hand is gently on the left knee. And I'm just doing circles, small circles in one direction. Pick one direction. 3 circles in one direction. Now change. 3 circles in the other direction. There we go. Nice. Now change sides. So the left hand, a right hand comes to the left knee and guide that left knee over, come to a spinal twist. And as I mentioned, my left hip is tighter usually. So this is not as a it's a little tighter of a twist, but I'm just here for it. I'm breathing, and again, I'm not tensing my hip, just letting things, one more breath, letting things stretch, just giving this expansion come back through center to the body. All right, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Bend the right knee, plant the right foot. This is where we're doing that figure 4 first. So grasp the hamstring. And a lot of times when the hip is tight, the adductor, the inside of the leg is tight as well. So that's what I'm experiencing here. So I'm just noticing that maybe I don't have as much mobility on this left hip, but that's okay. I'm doing a little rock. I'm breathing. We have to still, like, combining that breath to the stretch. It really signals to the body that it's safe to stretch. And it's not that we want to become super stretchy. You just want to have more range of motion. And that it helps to prevent injury. It allows more activation of the muscles as well. All right, come back through center. Plant the right foot. Hands come to the mat, arms, and this is where we just do a spinal twist. So let the left foot fall to the right, come back through center, and extend that left leg up to the sky. Oh, that hamstring stretch is so good. This amazing, this come back through to the spinal twist. With this movement, it's one of my favorite sequences, just this spinal twist to the hamstring stretch, because you get so much out of it. You get the spinal rotation, hip stretch, then you have a hamstring. There we go. Oh, that hamstring is tight. All right, come make your way up to kneeling. And we'll take a couple of these, just a support and lunge. Place the right foot forward. And that's nice. I could have stayed on the ground just stretching a little more. All right. The left knee is on the ground, right foot is planted, right hand on the left, on the right hip. Extend the left arm up to the sky, stretch over to the right. So this is a really nice side stretch for the left hip flexor, the left hips. Come back through center. Place the left hand on the knee, extend the right arm behind you. Now go for more of this spinal rotation. I want you to think of reaching, reaching, reaching that right hand as you're spiraling, as you're turning, and just gazing to the right side behind you. Okay, one more breath. Good. Come back through center. Now, for this one, place the left hand on the mat and the right hand on your knee, the right knee, and just push that right knee out. You may come onto that right outside of the right foot. And as you're pushing your hips down, it's a really nice opening for the inner and outer hip. Remember to breathe. All right, place the foot back. Now come up last with the lunge. Just take a couple of just pulses here. I'm going to go a little bit further into the lunge and come back. A little further into the lunge and come back. I'm activating. There's a little bit of activation in that the right hip. One more. Good. And come back through center. We're going to change sides. One thing I wanted to say, if you find that that's a lot on the knee, you can fold over so we're doing the other side. I'm placing my left foot on the ground. My right knee is bent, but see, I folded over my mat, gives a little extra cushion. Extend the right arm up to the sky, left hand on the left hip and stretch over. Feel that nice stretch along the right side body. And come back through center. Place the right hand on the left knee. Extend the left hand behind you. And again, reach. Think of reaching as you're spiraling, and tall spine, head reaching, spine reaching to the ceiling, to the sky as you're stretching that left hand. Good. One more breath. Good. Come back through center. Place the right hand on the mat. And this is where I have my left hand on the inner left knee. And I'm pushing that knee outward onto that left edge of the foot, the outside edge. Opening up possibly a little more in the chest towards the ceiling. And bring the foot back to the mat. Place both hands on the left knee and push the hips forward and come back. This is just pulsing a little forward, getting a little bit of notice as you push forward. Your hip has to support you as you're pushing forward with the hip and coming back. Awesome. And there we go. So this is a nice hip opener activation. Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.